In due time.
Who will prevail? Doesn't matter.
Look at me, Golem!
Consider me provoked.
Time's not waiting.
Time for fun!
So fragile.
As it should be.
Look at Golem!
This should do it.
To the dust it will go.
Let us strike as one.
I'll cut you! Die for me!
Repent.
Tear them apart! They go down! Let's see what they're made of!
In due time. All according to plan. Follow my lead. In due time.
I've broken a nail.
I can't.
I can't. Forget it.
Ah, I know, sir.
All according to plan.
To victory!
You'll not get snow.
This time, the disaster didn't hit us, but our neighbors. Varnhold, a small town east of our barony, had been deserted in an instant.
I tire. As it should be.
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death? Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a moth caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away. I am the web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the stolen lands, you fell under my power. There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my 1,000 breaths ever done to them? Why had I to endure this? You were wrong to think that your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded. I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness. How? Though there's no point in asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound? How can a ruler so easily shake off the trouble that strikes his realm? I see everything. Soon you will turn to dust, together with your whole barony. Names can be weapons in capable hands. You've no need to know my name. No need. I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it, but I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, hound. Run, hound, run! I want to see you stumble. Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my hound. You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws. If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
I'm hungry. When we stop.
I am prepared. That is not far. As it should be. I know what to do.
Anything else?
All according to plan. In due time. All according to plan. As it should be. In due time. Focus on the goal.
Epic pose. I need inspiration.
That is not far. Follow my lead. No mistakes. Enemy approaching. All according to plan.
Applause, please.
In due time.
To arms! Become as dust.
A calculated risk.
What do the trails look like?
All according to plan. I know what to do. Focus on the goal. Follow my lead. In due time. This will hurt.
Stay behind me.
That is not far. We will be victorious.
Anything else?
Our victory is certain. Interesting.
Applause, please.
What a find!
Applause, please. And then we charge forward. Hey, wait for me.
All according to plan.
I am prepared to annihilate all you.
This requires your attention.
In due time.
Time for fun.
Doesn't matter.
Follow my lead. In due time. All according to plan.
I beg you, I haven't seen my sisters for several days. I'm afraid they may be in trouble.
This whole land is nothing but trouble. You want me to risk my life and the lives of my people to do your dirty work? Go ahead, ask Armagh to give the order. Oh, but Armagh stayed back in Numeria, which means I am the one making the decisions here.
But what about my sisters? Something terrible could happen to them.
You sisters insisted on this expedition. So it's your price to pay. With your blood, not ours. Something terrible could happen, you say? It is too late for that. We already lost good men on this pointless journey to nowhere. Whatever Armagh needs, it's not here, and it wasn't here from the start. But you didn't come here for him, did you? You came for your own reasons. You want some magic toy that once belonged to the ancient Cyclops. Well, I'm not leading my men to their deaths for that.
To Goth.
This conversation is over. You want help? Why not ask our guests to help you? If you can afford their rates, that is. As for me, my single remaining goal is to get my people home alive, and well, and as soon as possible. How do you think? We keep an eye on everything that happens in the region. It's smart to know our potential employers and our potential enemies. Wish I knew who these witches are and where they came from. Our chieftain, the great Armagh, spirits bless him, trusts them as if they were holy oracles. He sent us with them to these dead hills, and none but the sisters and the chieftain himself know why. Who am I to confront the chieftain? So now we wander these lands, chasing the unknown. Varnhold, huh? Isn't that the village Maegor Varn got from the Ristovik Sword Lords? I know Varn. He's not the best fighter, but not the worst. As for what happened there, I wouldn't know. I'm afraid we can't. At least not yet. I'd be happy to take a new job, but our chieftain's orders were strict. Search the location and come back with a report. But if you could help us here, say, by finding whatever these witch sisters are looking for, or maybe just making them disappear forever, mark my word, Baron, the Tiger Lords never forget those who helped them.
Disappeared, you say? That can easily be arranged.
None of your business, actually. But just to reassure you, we weren't sneaking into your lands without permission, I'll answer. It was magic. The sisters opened some strange tunnel, and we used it to get here from Numeria. Gorham witnessed my words. I'm no coward, but I'd rather march for a month through all the river kingdoms than use that damned tunnel again. It was strange, wrong, just like those witches themselves. I wish I knew.
Is this how you serve your liege?
Don't confuse our chieftains with your kings, knight. It's the chieftain who swears an oath to the tribe, not the other way around. Liege. I was one of the tribe's elders when he was in his first teeth. If we did, do you think we'd still be here now? The only thing to be found in these hills is one's own death. A group of my men entered a cave that turned out to be a spriggan den. They barely survived the encounter. Also, we found the ruins of some old tower, ancient as the world itself, and useless as this expedition. There is nothing to be found here, except, like I said, for one's own death. Ask away, why not? I don't promise I'll answer, though. I'm Dugath, son of Gordir and Harith Three Fingers from the Tiger Lord's tribe. My entire life, I've served Gorham, first on the battlefield, sword in my hand, and later with prayer as well. I've fought in battles all across the River Kingdoms, in Yoberia, Guld, Ustalev. My price is high, my hand is steady, and my sword is deadly. Our Lord in Iron doesn't like empty talk. He's the god of those who act instead of chatter. His palm blesses every sword ever crafted, and wherever at least two men meet in battle, he is there with them. Even orcs worship the god of battle, and not only that, they imagine he's an orc too. It's all nonsense, of course, but there may be a grain of truth to it. For anyone can aspire to be like him. A human, an orc, and even an elf. Anyone who grips his iron to make his enemy bleed.
Well said, old man. Truly well said. Blood for Gorham!
There are many tribes in Nomeria. Each does its best to survive. The Black Horses sell adamantine. The Blood Pikes rob caravans, and their white scars lick the boots of the Technic League. As for us, the Tiger Lords, we are mercenaries, and the best ones in this part of Avestan. Remember this, Baron. If you keep your throne long enough, we'll meet again. Sooner or later, fighting side by side, or otherwise. Who knows?
So, Tiger Lords, listen up. What if, say, some tribe abandons a child? Let's say sells him to the Technic League. A little snot-nose. No tattoos. No ritual scars. Is there any other way to find out where he's from?
That's a hell of a question. If there are no tattoos, no scars, nothing, then how would you identify him? You're right. Hey, boy, open your mouth. Your teeth aren't filed, and there's nothing on the head. I don't know any other signs. Maybe there are. I don't know what I don't know. If so, only a very powerful wizard could do it. I don't know any of those. There's only one indirect sign. If the tribe really sold their child to slavery, it was a tribe without honor or conscience. Only two of the larger tribes could be capable of this. The Sunderhorns and the White Scars. But besides them, there are dozens of small tribes in Numeria, and each of them has their own customs. Some aren't just slavers, but cannibals. I'm sorry, friend, but what you seek...
I know. I always just think, what if? Thanks for asking him, though. I never thought to ask.
He's a strong fighter, brave one. He says he's Armagh, an incarnation of a hero from the old times. Just don't ask if I believe it. Armagh is smart. He knows how to do business. If he'd only pay less attention to what those witches whisper, he'd be a perfect chieftain. Eons ago, stars rained down on Numeria. Pieces of metal, both dead and living ones, fell from the sky. Since then, metal monsters roam those lands, and the grounds hold a wealth of adamantine, among other valuable things. Weaklings don't survive there. As for us, Numerian Kellids, we grew up on that land. We drank its poisoned waters and breathed its toxic air. Metals from the depths infused our bones and muscles. No one can beat us. If there were anyone capable of bringing us down, it would be ourselves.
There it is, Numerian humor. For those who find gallows humor too cheerful.
Not that much. Long ago, these lands were part of their empire. They were a great people back then, used unbelievable magic, and possessed treasures beyond count. Ages passed, and their empire crumbled into dust. Cyclops became wild and forgot all about what they once used to be. But the ruins... Yes, the ruins remember everything. You're welcome.
In due time.
You, our guest. The Baron, am I right? I'm sorry you witnessed that unpleasant scene. If I may ask, what is your name? So be it. Everyone has their secrets, Baron. I am one of those who call themselves the Defaced Sisters. We've rejected our names and our faces in service to benevolent spirits. I'm sorry that I cannot reveal our true destiny to you yet, but believe me when I say our mission is extremely important. Not just for us, not just for the tribe, but for the entire world. These are enigmatic lands. Stars rain from the sky. Soil bleeds fire and gives birth to metal instead of grass. These are lands of mysteries and nightmares. But they're destined to become the salvation of us all, for that is where great Armagh lived, died, and rose again, and he will bring redemption for us all. He's a man of great destiny. The gods themselves tried to lay him low, but he came back, defied death itself, as was foretold, for that was his fate. He's destined to save many, many lives, but at a terrible cost to himself. I would never wish a fate like that on you, Baron. I would never wish a fate like that on anyone.
There are many songs about Armagh, not all of them Numerian. Some see his story as an inspiration, others as a warning against the dangers of hubris. But I've never heard about any prophecy.
It is not yet time to answer this question. We are searching for ancient ruins, the remains of structures built by the previous holders of these strange lands. That is all I can tell you, for now. I understand that you want to know more, but have no doubt, you will in time. Don't be wary of riddles. Those wise enough to solve them eventually learn much more than those who always seek straight answers. My sisters, they each went out on their own quests and never returned. Not one of the three. I can understand Dugath. He doesn't trust us. But by refusing to help my sisters and me, he puts himself, his people, countless innocent souls in grave danger. If only I could soften his impertinent heart.
How is this possible? Doesn't this army know any kind of order or discipline? How do they manage to even fight in such chaos?
Do you have a map? I can provide you some direction. One of my sisters went to the sepulchre of forgotten heroes. Another went looking for the Forsaken Mound. And the third was going to visit the ruins of the City of the Hollow Eyes. I won't lie, these places are all very dangerous. But searching for lost truth always involves danger. With the most valuable treasure of all, truth. Wise ones know many routes that are closed to the uninitiated. Will you be able to detect them? Will you dare to walk along them? Who knows? Dark things tend to happen in that land. I can only guess to the fate of Varnhold. My 3 sisters know more. Help me find them, and you'll get your answers. If the spirits are kind, it will happen before it's too late. If in your travels you meet my sisters, please help them, and I will help you in return. Remember this word. Gehab. That is what the previous inhabitants of these lands, the Cyclopses, called darkness they so worshipped. If a door shut and lockless bars your path, this word might be your key. May kind spirits guide you in your travels.
As it should be.
Time for fun.
Let us strike as one.
Let's see what's happening. I'll cut you.
In due time. All according to plan.
I see something. Would you look at that? Applause, please. Anything else?
Follow my lead.
save the hungry.
I'll cut you. Die for me.
Disappoints us.
Adventures concept.
Yes. Yes, access. Yes.
We will be victorious.
You deserved it. Any last wishes?
I'm one of the defaced sisters, a humble servant of benevolent spirits. No words can express my gratitude for saving me. Once, Cyclopses used to own these lands, but their race was doomed to extinction. Their fortresses and palaces crumbled into dust, and only tombs remain. Same as you, searching for the truth. My fate brought me here and opened the door before me. I didn't know it would slam shut behind my back. If fate didn't bring you here right after me, I would soon fall asleep beside the owners of this tomb.
Maybe such fate would have been for the best.
Varnhold. I don't know much about the place, but ice-cold winds of ill fate blow over it. If my sisters are still alive, we can tell you more together. Lips of mortals didn't utter this word for thousands of years. It would be for the best if it remained so. Don't worry about the shadow of the past. It dispersed forever the day the sky fell upon the earth. Thank you. I was afraid I'd never see her again. Let benevolent spirits guide you on your path. Let them help you, just like you helped me.
I don't like surprises.
I see something.
To victory.
This is where I step in.
What's that?
Follow my...
I was right when I saw you the first time. You're a thief, same as every one of your kin. You think you've done a right thing, saved a life, but all that you did was help a thief take what wasn't hers in the first place. You're no better than that filthy creature. I have watched you, your behavior, your deeds. Don't flatter yourself thinking your actions are impressive. You're an oddity, a curiosity, a mark. Nothing more. Pride in a pathetic creature like you. You wear it poorly. And your attempts to give me orders? I think not. Run! Run for cover! Cower in your shelters like vermin. You won't escape the truth. Wherever you hide, it is always with you.
Right, higher. Ready for anything. A trivial matter. Follow my lead. Focus on the goal.
I yearn for entertainment.
Just let me drop.
To victory!
Your life ebbs low.
A trivial matter. That is not far. In due time.
We will prevail!
What a waste.
Do not falter! Look at me, Gorum!
Anything is possible.
All according to plan. As it should be. This should do it.
Onwards!
A reckoning to be had.
It is finished.
Together we are unstoppable.
I know what to do.
And Lindsay was called forth.
In due time.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Time's not waiting. All according to
I
plan.
don't like surprises.
A trivial matter. Follow my lead.
I am prepared to make my end. Are
Save
you?
a hungry!
Ready for anything.
Time for fun.
It is finished.
Oh, sorry, was lost. research was not in vain.
In due time.
Anything is possible.
That's what I say, yes! That's what I say, yes!
A calculator. All according to plan.
Lindsay the Illustrious.
I'm shield.
No mistakes.
Together we are unstoppable.
Ready for anything.
Let me will prevail.
Don't look surprised.
This will hurt. I tire.
Any fun to be had?
Focus on the goal. Follow my lead.
Let's call it out.
I tire.
I found something interesting.
Applause, please. Applause, please.
What is this?
Anything else?
You see that?
I wrote it like I saw it. Applause, please.
What's that? In due time.
Applause, please.
As it should be.
Anything else? I see some.
A trivial matter. Let's try this way.
Become as dust.
This should do it. I tire.
Where to now?
Oh, sorry.
No mistakes.
Don't hesitate.
And then our leader charged forward. Hey, wait for me!
I tire. A trivial matter.
I've been waiting for you.
These people trusted you, and you brought them like cattle to the slaughter. A whole squad! You'll pay for this!
Thank you. I have no name. I'm just a humble messenger of the powers that protect people from evil. It is not yet time to answer that question. But trust me, the day will soon come in which all that is hidden shall be revealed. There are times when you can't protect the living without visiting the dead. In the depths of blackest darkness lie the truths that will once more shine their healing light on the surface.
Oh, you are wrong. Within the depths lie only darker depths. As you descend into darkness, you will find no stars. If you had truly listened to the silence of the dead, you would have learned the one lesson they have to teach.
So glum and desperate. Have you abandoned all hope of finding the light of truth?
Oh, genuine truths do not shine, sister. They absorb all light, as well as those who seek them. We only find true peace after first finding true despair. You cannot see truth while you are yet blinded by the false glimmer of hope.
I don't know about you, but I have no blasted idea what the devil they're talking about.
Strange and horrible things happen in these ancient lands. I know of what bothers you. Have no doubt, my sisters and the powers that sent us know exactly what to do. That it was the name of an ancient evil that once reigned in these lands. Worry not over it. For centuries now, it has been a little more than a word carved on old stones. Frightful, but powerless. I thank you both, and the benevolent forces that brought you here.
You're but a footnote in our story.
A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. I tire.